Ah. Korea. A little bit better, but this tiredness isn't going away. I don't know why, but... Hi everyone! Wow, I look so nice today. What the heck? Oh. I finally finished all my taxes too. That's been part of my stuff to do. Ongoing ING. I mailed them today. Was very interesting mailing them. Ooh! My lip color, I bought these like a couple of days ago. They're actually looking very sexy. Actually, they look very pink on stream. Why? This has changed. My eyes hurt. But hi guys. So for those who visited me during the New York trip and Chicago trip for last year, for those who did do what I say about giving me their email address, you'll be getting my pen and my sticker and my business card on Monday. I finally got those out, so I'm very happy. Those were annoying. And I also felt that like sending goods during the weekend, or sorry, in US are the best. Because I don't have to spend that much money, so. I'm feeling much better. I'm still recovering. I don't know why, but I've been really tired. And I got something in my eyes, which is bugging me, but... Ah, something is in my eyes. I don't have any eye drop. I don't know what's on my eyes. I think my house is very dry for some reason, so my eye and my whole body's been super dry, and I think that's causing it to be dehydrated. It's causing my body, my whole me just in general, to be very dehydrated. So caffeine wasn't helping out. But I have a humidifier. If not. Wow, my eyes is killing me right now. I'm yawning on purpose to get it out of my eyes. It's bugging the crap out of me. And I can't rub my eyes. Can someone just like poke my eyes out or something? I feel like life's been getting worse ever since I visited US. Yeah. Anyways, hi everyone. How was your yesterday? I just couldn't stream yesterday. It did get a little better. I did go to bed at like 8 yesterday and I woke up at 8 or 7. So like I've been saying to you guys, it's been my bedtime and it's been really hard to stay up late for me, and the fact that, I don't know, like, my stream nowadays is the fact that, like, I don't do anything during the day, I think is causing me to feel very lazy. So I picked this time because when I used to work, it fit perfectly because I could come back from work to stream. But now it's a different story where I actually feel like I have to, I'm not doing anything much during the day, and I basically wait till 6 or 7 p.m. to stream. But like, for example, today my brother was home, so I couldn't stream earlier. But it's been very slow for me on waiting for the stream time. So maybe I might start early and end a little early, but yeah, it's lazy. It's a lazy day. Other things I wanted to talk about? Not really. Yeah, and it started snowing in Wisconsin today, so it was not good. And I think just being in the US at this time, especially like Midwest, it's just getting so depressed, man. It's always dark and like there's nothing to do here. So all I've been doing is like being on my computer. But by the time when it's about to I can't speak English. When I'm about to stream, that's what I wanted to say. When I'm about to stream, I get so lazy. Like, super lazy. I don't know about you guys, but I've been like, I should just like sleep. So old people flock down south during winter. I kind of understand. It's pretty depressing here. So I've been trying to keep up like my vibe, but it's not been easy. So yeah. But yesterday was interesting because I ate dinner and I had caffeine because I just could not wake up. Right now I didn't drink caffeine because I feel like caffeine is causing my headache right now. So I'm trying to survive without caffeine in my body, and it's been really, really bad. So either I might just take a nap during the day so that I feel better, because nothing's helping out right now. And the fact that my house is so cold. Unless I have all the lights on for stream, it gets really cold in my house, so Yeah, I think I should take naps. Since right now I could barely focus and it's only 7. Oh yeah, me too. But like, I don't like wearing long pants, and I always stick with shorts. So it's kind of bad. I've been not doing a great job of keeping my body healthy. Oh, like it's somewhat healthy. I've been getting good night's sleep and everything. But it's kind of making me lazy to stream, and I don't think that's kind of what like something that I want to see. So, yeah. It's hard effort. Need to do a lot of effort. It takes a lot of effort for me to get moving. So that's basically my life issue. I feel like I'm missing a light somewhere. It's really dark right now under my basement, but today we're going to do a little bit of stock. I was supposed to do some pre-studying, which kind of failed. Oh god, my voice is so loud that it's ringing in my head. I need to talk quieter. Talk softer. Like this. It's not easy. Life is not easy, guys. Holy cow. So. Anyways, let's see. What were other things I wanted to do before I move on to stop? Well, maybe like talk for 15. Oh yeah, I know. I was like, dude, my head is ringing right now. So, we do have a space heater, but I don't know. I'm kind of lazy. Space heater makes me so lazy, guys. I became so lazy when I'm in US. I think I should travel more often instead of being in my house a lot. So yeah, like it's great to see my mom move around when she's like here, but yeah, I don't like heaters. I don't know why. It also makes everything dry though when I turn the heater on. So I should rather wear like warmer clothes. I'm gonna get some water. My throat is also like not doing great. Oh my god, like is my body gonna get any better? I feel like it got worse ever since I moved back to US. Yeah, I actually didn't get to rest when I was back in Madison because I had to do a lot of cleaning. It was not fun. I think it's making me lazy because number one, I'm streaming at nighttime and I hate streaming at nighttime. I'm one of those people who likes to get things done early and then rest at night, but it's vice versa for me. And my mom hates when I sleep in. She like, I don't know. Okay, I just need. So, and like, oh yeah, US is definitely very laid back. I totally agree with that. So, you know what's funny about homecoming? I will actually be in Purdue for homecoming, which kind of sucks. Wait, yeah. Yeah, I'll be in Purdue, so I don't get to do anything fun during the weekends. Well, like, I like cleaning, but, like, it still takes a lot of... It doesn't mean that I'm resting, though. You know, that's a clear difference. I like to have things clean, but it's also not considered resting. It's like playing tennis or any sports. You don't really take a break resting, right? So, okay, I need to get some water. I'll be back. Do I have my BRB screen? Oh, here. 오케이. 와. 어떡하냐? Guys, should I just do morning stream for while I'm in US? I'm already so tired. Right now, if you tell me to go to sleep, I could completely just jump in bed and sleep. This is so bad. Oh my god. I hate my current schedule. I don't know how I streamed at every nighttime. Wow. Oh my god. Holy cow. Oh my god, someone! Someone call 911. I need some... Someone call Starbucks. I need some caffeine. I can barely wake up right now, guys. Holy cow. Couple of things I wanted to do before I go. Let's just go to our content. So I think we'll start off with stock education naturally, casually, without, you know, like dealing with a lot of stuff. So this week we wanted to do inflation. I need my green tea latte. Or either that or I'm changing my stream time to early morning. 어떡하지? 오키도키요. 졸려 죽겠다. I'm so tired. 진짜 미치겠다. Oh my god, what happened to my body? Guys, did you guys see today's stock market, by the way? Do you know also what's going on in Korea? Oh wait, I should do this and this. So, a couple of things I wanted to talk about was... Sorry guys, I was going to do some studying early this morning. Just to talk about what I've been missing out for the past couple of days related to stock. Totally forgot. What did I do today? Actually, today was very important because I had to finish my tax filing. So I spent $85 on doing the first priority fancy mail so that I could get on time to do all the things and all the mistakes that I made. But one thing that I don't understand, by the way, is like American jokes are kind of like lame. I hate it when I'm like, oh, like, can I ask you a question? When I was at the post office this morning and I asked the guy, I was like, can I ask you a question? And he was just like, no, you can't. I'm like, oh yeah, but that was a question. I hate those. It's like, what are you trying to be funny? Because like those are not funny at all. Or all those like stupid like, it's like, what do you want me to? Like I just laugh it off. But like he does it every time I go up there. So like I wasn't even a question. I'm like, oh, I'm finally done. Like, and he's like, oh, hooray, and has that attitude. I was just like, oh my god, I'm about to shoot you. Wait, I can't say that in US, right? Because that can actually be possible. I should be saying, oh my god, you are the most lamest person ever. It's just so bad. It's like, I don't know what he was expecting me to do, or can we just like get things done with? So, sorry, I don't know why that kind of came up right away, but and I don't know if that's like a US thing or it's like a Korean thing. I guess Koreans would get so mad if that happened. I don't know. So anyways, continuing on with my journey to finance and stuff. Sorry, I keep saying sorry. I need to maybe stop saying sorry, but I'm still sorry. I wanted to get things prepared for today, but the lazy Jinri has been with me ever since I've been in US. I think it might be the seasonal change or the fact that like my room is in the basement. It's not helping. I don't know how people get work done in the basement because it's freaking gloomy and like there's no lights and I'm always like in this corner and it's just so bad. So what do I think of TSMC? I think it's a great company. I know that's something that we should be talking about because like the semiconductor thing's been also very interesting and hot lately. And other things that stood out in the market. Oh my god, why do I have anything else that stood out? Not really. One thing actually, when I was getting prepared for stock stream, I was talking to my brother and he did tell me one interesting thing, which is only so you know how when people got those money from government and everything, stock was at the time very popular. So for the people who weren't interested in stock decided to, you know, try looking into buying stock and everything. Yeah, the stimulus check. And so ever since that, people were really interested in learning about stock. However, because of current situation related to inflation and everything, it's just been really bad, and that the interest in stock market has been going down gradually. So I think that's really unfortunate. So only those who earn money off of stock, like it's their main job, only those people are interested. So it's funny because I always get to talk to my brother about what I should be doing and how I can make myself much better off of it. So yeah, so that's something interesting that's been going on with the market, is that everyone's been not really interested in stock anymore as they were during COVID era. So maybe they're more into traveling these days or seeing something else. So that's probably why a lot of my viewer count has also been going down, which is interesting. So that's something that I realized. I don't know, that was just kind of like a side story. Yeah, and then the fact that I was really interested in Lost Ark too, which is a great game. So I'm getting things prepared for Lost Ark content, so I'll probably do that during the daytime when I'm free. But I've been trying to get my YouTube all sorted out because I haven't even uploaded everything on my YouTube my full VOD for YouTube. And I know a couple of people asked me about when I'm going to be uploading that, so that's probably gonna take time. I don't know how long it's gonna take time, but it was kind of a disaster because if you think about it, I missed what, like 2 months? Wait, no, I missed 2 months of like uploading it on my full YouTube page, and I done like 4 streams every week, so that's what, like 4 times 4, 16, 30, 32, approximately 32 to maybe 40-ish streams that I have to upload. It's not fun. And if I make a mistake, like for example, I basically showed you guys my credit card information on my Amsterdam trip, so I had to delete that, which was not fun. So because of that means I had to render a freaking 8-hour video, and yeah, very disgusting. So I don't know why we got to this part anyway, but anyways, hi Obi, how are you? I'm okay, guys. I'm still having a headache, but no, YouTube doesn't limit. I've just been kind of lazy on figuring out, because I don't know if you see like all my YouTube videos that I've uploaded, I look the same, so I have no clue what day is what. So I have to click on every single one and find the right one. So you could have gone shopping for what? So the market for last week's, I guess somewhat of this week and last week, is that the technology, so for example the software, semiconductor, which I think this is something that we also want to talk about. So a lot of people who've invested in TSMC is going to visit and say, hello Jinri, can we talk about TSMC? Like, can we keep a count on how many people are going to mention TSMC the moment I talk about stock market and maybe like the current situation that's going on today? Also, a lot of just like the electronic section has been really down. So I've seen the information, technology information, the consumer electronics, what's this? Communication equipment. And then we just talked about the semiconductor, but I guess this is for equipment. So just this area, the technology area, has been very dead. So for those who've been invested in Intel, AMD, and other things, good luck. Actually, I wanted to invest in AMD, but I guess... Wow, Intel's down to $26. Can you guys believe it? Actually, when I first looked at Intel, like, when did we start? 2 years ago? I started looking at Intel 2 years ago. And when was it? 2, 3, so around like the 60s and 50s to 60s. If I still kept it, I would have been so sad. So it's great that I'm still learning and that I haven't invested in it so shorting the stock's been so fun. Oh really? Not sure what is more of a trap, Intel stock or their foam pit. They had a foam pit? What the fudge? Other area that are kind of down is consumer cyclical is, I've never know what this is though. So we have the internet retail like the Amazon, eBay, Etsy. Oh, I didn't know Etsy was public. And then the auto manufacturers, like the one that you guys all know of, which is Tesla, GM, and Ford, has been very red. So yeah, a lot of consumers, which we kind of imagined, right, guys? Because of inflation, I don't think people, unless you're freaking rich, are interested in buying a car at this point. Cyclical is not the right way of saying it. Lucid! How's Lucid doing? That's a great point. Holy shit. Anyway. And then we have noticed, maybe except for Dexcom, I've never heard about this. What is going on with this company, guys? Ooh, oh, okay. So they started at from what, 70, early 67 to 70s in June, July, and gone up up $40 to $101. I've never heard about Dexcom. Not sure what this is. Maybe some type of, oh, I see, glucose monitoring. Wow. So they must have figured something else out in between the time for them to do so well for the past couple months. But one thing that we've noticed that's doing well is the healthcare industry. So J&J, I've never heard about these companies, so I'm not sure much. Oh, Gilead, Biogen, Pfizer, and Eli Lilly. It's been kind of so for healthcare, I'm guessing stuff related to COVID. And I think Mr. Biden Opar has been very interested in healthcare and stuff. So I know after living in US for like a couple of weeks now, what's interesting is listening to the radio and TV and all the ads that come on YouTube. They keep mentioning about how the what is it, the COVID booster shots are the next, whatever, the recent booster is also up, so people should be getting that. So that's been on the news a lot. But I don't know, when I've been living in the US for like 3 weeks, sorry, I feel like COVID is gone. Kind of scary. I'm so used to wearing masks, but just going to places, it's like, holy shizzle, how are you like not, like, how are you not wearing a mask right now? But I guess that's the US for you guys. So I'm not quite, maybe it's different among different states, but at least for Wisconsin, what's really interesting is the fact that they're trying to push the booster shot in the state is not gonna work, because if they already feel like COVID is over, how and why would they really need a booster shot would be going across their mind. And I know you guys might be like, oh my god, Jinri, it's so necessary. I don't know what you guys are talking, I don't know what you're saying. Like, it's the booster shot that's kept you alive. But then at the same time, it's like, well, if no one's really focusing on wearing their mask or doing all these things, like, what's the point of me getting booster shots? It kind of gave me that vibe when I've been living in Wisconsin for 3 weeks now. And yeah, but don't forget to get the flu shot. Very important, very, very important. But I can't get it because I talked to my brother about it, and he said I still have to pay because I don't have any insurance with me when I'm living in the US, so it sucks. Because I've lived here. I'm from Wisconsin. Wearing masks decreased the time I've gotten sick. Ooh, that is not fun. You got the booster, great, good for you. It's been gone here for most of the year. Yeah, totally imagine. And then if you are out and about, probably getting re-exposed a lot. Yeah, probably. So I'm not gonna be enjoying going back on the flight. But what was really interesting that Mia told me is that the flight back from Chicago to Seoul, Korea, they actually required you to wear a mask. So that was pretty interesting. He was kind of sad about it. He's like, hey dude, I've just been like in Wisconsin, I've just been here like not wearing a mask. I was really chill with it. I really liked it because I could actually breathe air instead of my own, air that I make, or whatever CO2 that I make from my mouth. And he was like really sulking about it. So I was like, just dude, like, it's gonna suck for me too. yeah, actually quarantine really sucked in Korea, not gonna lie. It was awful. Very important. It's probably important, but was being quarantined for 14 days an ideal situation? That's another question that we have. But yeah, so that was S&P 500 for last week. We've noticed healthcare, restaurants, McDonald's, I guess people might be eating out more because COVID technically has ended. I'm not sure why tobacco and maybe, yeah, this area packaged food might have increased, so that would be something interesting to look into. But generally speaking, it seems that the trend is technology and communication service. Any auto manufacturing or internet retail has been doing awful lately. However, on the other side, the bright side, we're looking at the healthcare, such as the drug manufacturers, restaurants, a little bit of aerospace, been doing well. So, whatever you guys invested in, I hope you guys are doing so well with this, so that you guys aren't losing money, because that's the least you want to see. MO? Oh, really? I've never heard about MO. So that's the rough overview, scuffed overview by Jinri. We will look in depth by reading different articles related to it, but for now we are going to look into studying about inflation. So why I brought this one up? I feel like a lot of people have the general idea of what inflation is. However, do they really know it in depth by heart and how it really affects the market and how we can actually feel it? I'm not sure. Maybe you guys do, and maybe there are people who don't and they just don't want to say about it, which is fine. But I'll be that girl who's gonna ask all those like stupid questions. And for those who weren't sure what inflation was, hopefully this will answer a lot of questions that you guys have. So yeah, actually I feel like a lot of people do complain about gas prices and food consuming prices. What is that, like market price? Food price? Food veggie price? I don't know how to explain it, but that's probably something that a lot of people have been complaining about. So, but honestly, gas is very important, and it kind of sucks that it has increased. But that's another reason why I haven't been going outside, because like the gas prices is so crazy, guys. I don't know about you guys. So let's get started. Inflation, what it is, how it can be controlled, and extreme examples. I don't know if you want to, I mean, like, a current situation is a very good example. This guy uploaded, what, like a month ago, so this has been, I guess, 1 month ago updated. Like, very, very hot terminology for inflation. So, inflation. I like this. A raise in prices, which can be translated as the decline of purchasing power over time. Oh, I didn't think about it like that. Okay. So what is inflation? It is a raise in price, which can be translated, as we just mentioned, the rate at which purchasing power drops can be reflected in the average price increase of a basket of selected goods and services over some period of time. The raise in prices, which is often expressed as a percentage, means that a unit of currency effectively buys less than it did in prior periods. Inflations can be contrasted with deflation, which occurs when prices decrease and purchasing power increases. So I feel like someone told me long time ago that deflation is actually worse than inflation, but is it? First of all, is it bad, worse than inflation? And why is it bad to have less buying? I mean, how do they even measure what is considered less buying? Is there even like a rate of a perfect amount of buying and selling cycle issue? That's inflation is still like a hard topic. So the key takeaway here is that inflation is the rate at which price for goods and services raise. So good example that we know of is gas, right? And I'm not gonna write, okay, wow, that is awful. We're not gonna write this. And then inflation is sometimes classified into three types: demand pull inflation, cost push inflation, and built-in inflation. The most commonly used inflation indexes are the Consumer Price Index and the Wholesale Price Index. Inflation can be viewed positively or negatively depending on the individual viewpoint and rate of change. Those with tangible assets like property or stocked commodities may like to see some inflation as that raises the value of their assets. So, understanding inflation, while it is easy to measure the price changes of individual products over time, human needs extend beyond just one or two products. Individuals need a big and diverse set of products, as well as a host of services for living a comfortable life. That includes commodities like food, grain, metal, fuel, utility like electricity and transportation, and services like healthcare, entertainment, and labor. So inflation aims to measure the overall impact of price changes for a diverse set of products and services. Allows for a single value representation of the increase in the price level of goods and services in an economy over a period of time. Do I understand this well? Let's see. So it's just basically saying if anything increases, then it's inflation. Right? I guess not everything. So if any commodities or utility or services increases. But what happens if like car prices increase? You know how sometimes car prices just increase? Because their brand name has increased? Would that also be considered? But that's not called inflation. I guess just overall in general, if things do increase, then that's inflation? So we mentioned a lot of like food. My favorite example has to be the cabbage. But just in general, like food and well, I guess the only thing I know that we can be sure of if there's like inflation would be gas prices, right? But then what are other things that could be measured other than that? I know they did mention like food, grain, metal, fuel, electricity and transportation, healthcare, entertainment, labor. But what if it's like a K-pop idol and they weren't that popular, but then like they suddenly got popular and they just raised the price? What if people think that that's like... Because that's still entertainment, you're watching them, but what if it increased? I don't know. Inflation aims to measure the overall impact of price changes for a diverse set of products and services. It allows for a single value representation of the increase in the price level of goods and services in the economy over a period of time. So it aims to measure the overall impact. Let's see. There are a set of goods and services that are considered food and electricity and oil are such. Yeah, I think those are the easiest. You can't get things since everything become expensive. Yeah. So like right now would be a bad time to buy a car because everything's expensive, like semiconductor, anything that contains semiconductors and everything. So unless you're freaking rich, normally you won't buy a car. You won't buy a car at this time, right? So 8.3%, the change in the Consumer Price Index for all urban consumers, CPI-U, over the 12-month period ended August 2022. So the index rose 0.6% compared to an index of 0.3%. Is it a good time to sell a used car? Why? Why would people want to buy used car though? I'm not understanding. But anyways, continuing. Prices rise, which means that 1 unit of money buys fewer goods and services. This loss of purchasing price impacts the cost of living for the common public, which ultimately leads to a deceleration in economic growth. The consensus view among economists is that sustained inflation occurs when a nation's money supply growth outpaces economic growth. Really? Oh. Dude, and I totally understand why. You know how when I like a couple weeks ago when we talked about inflation, I always said, hey, why can we ever have the prices go down? And a lot of you guys said, hey, Jinri, once the price goes up, it's highly unlikely for the prices to drop. And I couldn't understand that, but now that I think about it, you know how there was a lot of like the $1 meal, or McDonald's had a lot of specials. I guess that's not ever going to happen anymore. So anything, if you remember any of those, you better like keep it with you to like remember it. It'll be all like in the past, right? Like, what were some things that you guys remember in your own time that you felt like it was cheap and you could actually feel that like, oh my god, like back in my days, like this was like blah blah blah. So 1 liter of diesel was really 5 for 5 energy drinks. Wow, how much is it now? Parents had it way better than us. Yeah, maybe, but if you think about it, your parents lived without internet, so you can't even be watching Who I Am because they didn't have internet. I mean, they probably did, but like it wasn't this good quality, right? So so it doubled. So back in 8th grade for you, a gallon of gas was $1. How much is it now? Is there a cure for inflation? I mean, so this is what I was talking about earlier, is that if there is inflation, there's no way, highly unlikely, it's like 1% chance that you'll get back to when you had the McDonald's Happy Meal for like $1. So back in my days, $100 meals were $1. I don't think that's true. So something that I remember when I was young was, this might sound kind of creepy to you guys, but Victoria's Secret panties, they usually had the $7 or 7 for 25 or something. And I think that increased. So I know Victoria's Secret did increase. So I think it was 7 for 25, and now it's like 5 for 25, so that definitely increased. So you can't buy more sexy panties. So if you guys are expecting your girlfriends to have sexier panties, like, you guys have to invest in more. You guys have to invest more in her. So. I think I saw $1. Oh, okay. Stop printing money and remove some from the supply, and on the other end reduce prices of essential goods and services. And that's always easy to say, right? But I think, well, what was the reason of why they made stimulus check? because of COVID, people lost their jobs. What kind of jobs did they lose? Anything that was that had to deal with clients, customers. So because people, it was very, at the time during early COVID era, it sounds old, early COVID, we weren't sure how COVID was spreading, so people tried to reduce a lot of contact. At least US quote unquote tried, right? So they lost jobs. And obviously they weren't going to break savings, so they paid almost $2,000 per person for a couple of months. A lot of small businesses died. That's true. That is a huge point, because oh yeah, that is very important. True. And I'm guessing a lot of companies in like the tour traveling industry, that all went awful. Like, I was talking to Mia's brother-in-law, and they had to cancel. It was funny because they canceled their trip to their honeymoon trip, and they got a voucher saying, hey, you could use this like free point, mileage, blah, blah, credit, whatever it is. And they were like, okay. So they were planning on going, because I think they were going to go somewhere in Africa, or yeah. So they had to visit Turkey and then fly somewhere near Africa. It wasn't Madagascar, but I don't remember where it was. But what was really funny was that the airplane company that was flying them from Korea to Turkey or wherever mid-eastern country it was, that went bankrupt. So that flight, the flying company, whatever, yeah, does not exist. So I don't know, I guess they basically lost their money. So and that's probably due to COVID, because no one was flying at the time, and even if they try to come back, the gas prices are just crazy. So where was I going on with inflation? But anyways, that's inflation. I'm not streaming on another platform right now, but I do have a YouTube page. I'm trying to upload my YouTube page, but I'm so lazy. So anyways, we're looking at how inflation has changed the price of the cup of coffee over time. They started with 25 cents back in 1970. Now it's $1.85, so that's what, $1.60 increase. That is a lot. But what type of coffee would this be? I feel like if you go to McDonald's, even 2022, they sell the $1 coffee. So I don't know, like, I don't like this type of data because this is average, and I hate it when they do it by average. Like, average income, like, it could be so skewed. Like, if you compare it with like a certain type of job versus the other, it's so skewed. So I don't know, I don't really like these type of graphs, and I have a legit reason for me to say this, because I am in industrial engineering. This does not support my basic graph knowledge, and it bugs me. So, average American only gets an average cup of coffee is the worst thing that they should talk about. Honestly, I think median, now that I think about it, is much better than average. Because why I hate when people use this is that they use these numbers to base off the whole situation. They don't really realize that this is the average, and some dumb people are gonna go somewhere and they're gonna be like, oh my god, back in 1970 all cup of coffee was 25 cents. No. This is the quote-unquote average. So there was probably like the high-end brand coffee that was still like $1 something, and you never know, maybe like overall in general, like there was this coffee place that sold their coffee for like 1 cent that basically skewed their thing to $1.25. So Yeah, I don't like this data. I wonder if you can find some more specific for, say, McDonald's. That would be actually something interesting. Like, if they were to just say how inflation has changed for the McDonald's price of coffee over the time, then I could kind of feel like the resemblance, but just putting it in general, I hate it. So, yeah. But who can you blame, guys? They are not industrial engineers. They're not a graph geek. So, but some things that I want you as my interns to know is that don't just trust on data. There's that saying, it's average, blah blah blah, because one data could skew everything, and I highly doubt that they did something with that data. So, and this is a little tip from in industrial engineering who majored in data analytics. So. Average is a king. I don't know, can you be saying that? What if there's an outlier back, like up there, that's causing this data? Like, what if, guys, this 2022 is $1.85 because there's a freaking expensive Blue Bottle coffee that's been selling their freaking coffee for like $4 or $5. And I bet this isn't really a good data because, guys, Starbucks coffee is like $4. McDonald's coffee is $1. How is this like? It's just so bad. Like I said, Papa Taco meme, highly unlikely they're going to take out the data. So, anyways, continuing. So to combat this monetary authority takes the necessary step to manage the money supply and credit to keep inflation within permissible limits and keep the economy running smoothly. Has the current economy been running smoothly? Has it? What do you guys think about that question? I'm not being sarcastic. That tonality, by the way, was really sarcastic, but now that I think about it, it isn't sarcastic. Do you guys think that the current... So right now, as you guys know, we are in a very bad situation with inflation. Do you guys think that the central bank has taken the necessary step to manage the money supply to try to keep the economy running smoothly? Yeah, but I wanna point out, Jetty, the key part, smoothly. I don't know, maybe I'm being nitpicky about everything, so. You see a random company just burst into flames every week, but in real life it looks normal, quote-unquote normal. I mean, theoretically, high inflation equals more money in the market, more disposable income. People think economy is smooth. Wait, but I have a question. So inflation basically is saying, hey, everything is expensive, so we're not, the human individuals aren't going to spend a lot of money, right? But honestly, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting way too deep in this situation, but I feel like I'm still spending even if there's current inflation. Like, even if gas prices are increasing, it's not gonna stop people from using more gas, right? Because, like, if you're going to work just because of inflation and the gas prices increase, you're not gonna be like, okay guys, from today, I'm going to ride my bike because I don't have money to afford gas. Or, right? So maybe they're saving their money Yeah, and then, like, are they also going to save up their money? I don't know really where I wanted to go with this thing that I had in mind. I had it all planned out in my head. Like in terms of what question I wanted to ask, but it's not going well. But do you guys kind of get where I'm going with this story, or is it kind of like, why are you asking me this kind of situation? Obviously, right? So, hi Ollie. So maybe their spending on other goods like traveling, entertainment would decrease, but just in general, their like living cost is still gonna be the same, or I guess increased a lot. Yeah, I don't know. It kind of went through my head because recently everyone's kind of been like YOLOing. I don't know of anyone around me being, hey, let's save up money, or hey, because it's inflation, we should be saving up money. I feel like it's been more like, oh, there's inflation, I don't give a crap, I'm going to go travel because COVID ended, period, because I haven't been traveling a lot, is what's the recent vibe I'm seeing. And it might not be, I don't have data related to it, but it's just I've been seeing, you guys are gonna be like, Jinri, that is awful data, awful evidence that you're providing, but it's just, I look at people's Instagram, and of course I know what you guys are gonna say about Instagram. It's where people show off their lives and like think that they're like all fancy and stuff. Jinri don't trust it. Okay, well, Jinri can't do much because I am a freaking like quote unquote, what am I? A influencer. So I need to be on Instagram to see what the recent trend is and what kind of dance I could be doing. But it's like people are just traveling and like going to places. They're like, F you COVID, I am like a free human being now. You don't really need to save up money. I'm not gonna get married. Maybe that's why. So inflation might also cause marriage rate to go lower, so. Yeah, maybe Instagram's just so out of hand. Just makes no sense. You asked if the central bank is handling it. The number month to month has been close to 0, so I think it's working. Oh. What does month to month equals 0 mean? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? There's an election in about 26 days. Really? People are recognizing the price increase trend and expecting a recession signal. We're expecting a recession signal should reduce their spending. Ah. So for example, there was a CPL who had a one family house and no backyard, and they claimed they had a farm with 100 employees. They got 5 million. Wait, how did they get 5 million from COVID money? Who a couple. Oh, they were just scamming? They used that to scam? They were like, oh, I'm a business. So, what? Well, but can we blame the government for that? They were just trying to save small businesses, no? It should be the scammers who should be like... Ah. So maybe to some it might remind them of the 2008 housing crisis. Wait, did that, does that make sense? Cause I remember from that movie, you know how they were like had all these steps, and you know how back in 2008 they weren't really thorough on who could be loaning money, lending money, giving money. Like they didn't do a good job on their background check and everything. So like it was like, hey, you know, you're trying to buy a house, okay, here's my money. Kind of the same situation with COVID, no? Or am I just completely off? Hi, Secretary. So poor individual like us are losing money for all those frauds that happen. So basically my tax money that I had to pay today, like 10K dollars is going to those who made fraud. Well, it's not gonna technically go to those people, it's probably going to go to like more better uses, but like for those who committed fraud and decided to steal what, like $5 million, like that's all my money, man. Because they just scam saying they're a small business with like no money. Why are humans like that, guys? Why are they using their knowledge in a bad way? That's just so sad. Oh, that should never happen. I don't know. Okay, well, like, move on. Wait, so what am I looking at for this one? Hi, Mark. So Trump wanted to give COVID money fast because election was coming up, so they were almost no background check. Well, really? I don't know. I feel like there was also a push from people saying, hey, COVID is here. I have no money. I have no job. How do you want us to survive? So, like I said, can we blame the government? It's like the same thing with gas prices right now with Biden. You know, like, he doesn't want to ink. He's trying to like save people. So. Yeah. I think there's different sides, right? Like, but then how much money could they give from the government bank? I don't know. Wow, can you guys imagine being a government, being in government? Anyways, let's continue. Let's not talk too much about politics, guys. So anyways, theoretically, monetarism. We're gonna skip on, guys. We suddenly went too much into politics and doing the blaming. because of so and so and blah blah blah. No, no more, guys. I don't want to get fired. So no more politics. No more mentioning political human being name, unless it's like in the story, because it kind of gets awkward for me, guys. It's like, should I? You know, like we can't really do anything, right? So, let's just say, let's not hate on people. They're trying. It's really interesting. Just kind of a one last thing, cause like there's always two stories, right? And what's really funny was, you know, people hated Trump. You know, we could see from chat. They're like, oh, I hated what Trump did, blah blah blah. People hated Biden, blah blah blah. But then, like, each party always stand up for other side of party, and the fight goes on, right? So it's like, well, let's just not hate on them so much. Maybe they did try their best. You never know what they had deep down in secret. Maybe they were an asshole, right? Or maybe they were a dick, but we shouldn't hate too much on human beings. So, cause I feel like, you know how every time I talk about these issues going on around the world, and imagine being in that situation, and then of course if that person was just doing it for money, of course he's an a-hole. I understand, but the fact that we're trying to figure out an issue that's going around, it's not easy to satisfy everyone. So I pity them. Pity? Maybe pity's not the right word, but it's... I feel like it'll be really hard to be a president. I don't know why kids' dream when they were young was to become a president, because it's too hard. It's too hard, guys. I think it's way too hard to become a president. Even like hearing stories from you guys, everyone just hates on one or the other, and it's like, wow. And I'm also having hard time controlling you guys, right? Because I'm always afraid to mention one or the other, and I'm always afraid that, wow, what if you guys hate on me for saying one thing or the other? So it's scary. I hope you guys can understand what I mean, and you get to learn this experience, I think, through streaming. Because there's always two different sides of the story. So yeah, let's be lovey-dovey people, guys. Let's not have too much hate on each other. Yeah. But anyways, continuing. 아, 이거요? 왜요? 나 뭔가 여기 막 손을 이렇게 잡고 있으면 되게 좋은데? You only judge my K-pop reaction? Why? Oh, okay. Well, this is like beer opener, wine opener. So yeah, I mean, it's fine if it's just a discussion, but once it kind of becomes like the blame game of this president hates blah blah blah. I mean, there's always bad president. We can talk crap about all the president, but I feel like there was never a case with any president that people enjoyed. Like, even I don't know much about the US president, but just hearing the Korean president, because it's really funny. My grandma is very one-sided, so hearing her is kind of funny. But Yeah, when it started with 박근혜 대통령, so the woman president who basically had someone controlling her, it was a disaster. Like, just every news on the Korean website was like blah 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 blah, like she's blah 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 blah. And so then they moved on to a different president, 문재인 대통령님, and then there was also blah blah blah, like he was a piece of blah 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 blah, right? Then it moved to Yoon, 뭐지? What's his name again? Yoon. Oh shoot, what's the recent Korean president name, guys? Yoon Suk-yeol. And people are like, blah blah blah. I mean, he actually was kind of like doofus, troll, but cause you know why I think like this? My mom knew his sister, and you know, like she was talking about how nice the sister was. So guys, being a president is bad. You guys, I know you guys are probably like hating me for like trying to stand up sides for all these bad presidents that's been out there, but hate just in general, unless they like physically killed someone, I don't think we should hate people, guys. Wouldn't you guys be sad if people just like hated you guys from a decision that you like tried to make it work? Maybe he was just trying to do it for money, but 마음님 감사합니다. 1개월 구독 감사. When the Korean president was in the spotlight a few weeks back, supposedly called the congressman idiot if they don't pass it when the mic was on. I think he also talked something about President Biden, so it was also very interesting. But can you believe it? Can you believe, like, right before he was elected, everyone was supporting. So, I really think being a president is just so hard. I still don't understand why kids, when they were young, was just trying to be a president. I still have a college classmate, high school classmate, who wanted to be a president. And he was like a president figure because he could talk in front of people and be liked by everyone, but the world issue is another story from high school issue. So anyways, that's side story. So you're always hated by people? Oh my god, that's so sad. That's kind of what I wonder too, and I'm kind of like always turning on the news being like, is he there? Is he out there? Then I'd be like, oh, that's my man! No, actually I won't do that because that's kind of funny, but yeah. Ugh. Politics is really hard because everyone has their own belief and judgment, and even I'm always afraid to say it on stream. That's why a lot of people don't really try to talk about politics on stream, because it could get so controversial. So, which is sad. I feel like people should talk about social issues and defend their side. So, you're ready to judge so hard, please say something. I hate the way you talk. So, and it's like the same thing with streaming, guys. If I had to make a decision, you know what's really funny about streaming? Streaming is just like presidency, like being a president or being a CEO. You think of this content, you think it's gonna work, and you do it, and you get two different sides of the story. Someone hates it so much and they're like, Jinri, go back to the old one. Someone really likes it, be like, Jinri, this is great. Then you're sitting here contemplating, so do I do it or do I not? I have like devil and angel both on my shoulder being like, you should continue it, or like, you shouldn't do it. It's like, okay. So yeah, guys, It's hard. Don't hate on people. Like, you know, hating is bad. Yeah, like very similar to Lost Ark. I started Lost Ark and then I took a break and I said, hey, let's move on to programming. How, like, so you know how many people just all of a sudden go, just keep playing Lost Ark. The other people go, do programming. What do you want me to do? It's my dream. It's my country. I don't know. Do programming and golfing? What the fuck? So anyways, that's why I always say to you guys, no hate, all love. Everyone just love each other. I always try to understand how someone else feels, even if I don't agree. That's like the hardest thing, not gonna lie. Even when I was young, I could never understand. Like, when my friend dated this a-hole, I always didn't understand. I'm like, what the fuck would you date that douchebag? He just cheated on his ex-girlfriend with this other girl. And now you wanna date him? When he's like, still friends with like that ex-girlfriend? I don't understand you! And I like told her that I'll never be friends with you if you date that guy. But then nowadays, I'm like, okay, well there's always two different sides of the story and we'll never know the other story, so. Let's continue. I'm so sorry. This is like taking so long. I need to stop talking about side stories. I don't even know how we got into politics after talking about inflation. I guess that kind of makes a relation, like kind of have something in common, but. Politics are very important. Focus on only the fun part of life and ignoring the serious part will keep you from succeeding. Oh. But how can you talk about the serious part without people trying to shoot each other? Right? Because it's pretty, you know what was kind of funny? So my neighborhood is definitely one other-sided. I was driving down today because we have a different place to throw our like cardboard recycling area. So my brother and I were driving, and I was just like looking out the window, and out of the window they had a big fat giant F-Biden thing, and I'm like, why would you? You know, he's also a human being. Like, do you really need to go that far, like, on hating everyone? God. I don't know. People in politics get so scary. Like, he's also a man who's trying to, you know, save the country. Maybe he has background stories, I don't know. But it's like, just chill. So, I hope that's all with you guys. And if you don't like the way I think, I hope you guys can still be understanding that hating isn't a good thing. So I hope you guys can you don't have to agree with what I say, but at least be respectful on everyone's thoughts. Yeah. You know, actually the biggest perspective, thank you. I was watching this. Okay, don't like question my like what I watch on YouTube. I watch the weirdest thing on YouTube. At least I don't watch that with this like one YouTuber who like his viewers are 99.99999% guys. I was watching this YouTube and it was talking about like two very famous Korean PD like Kim Tae-ho PD, so the one who made Infinity Challenge, and the other guy was Na Young-suk PD. And they also talked about the really famous Korean MC Yoo Jae-suk, and it was the script writer who was talking about those three, and she goes, "You know what they had? We know what that one thing they had in common?" And she said, and I think this is very important in success, is that they were, even if they were like the oldest or like the in like top position, they were always willing to listen to other people, and you know, like listening to their ideas and not, you know, looking down on it. So that really made them feel we can do it. So I feel like listening to other people is like the hardest thing. Like sometimes I don't even want to listen to you guys, but then I have to think to myself, but I have to listen. They might have good ideas. But then if they say it in like a douchebag way, then I'm like, okay, well, like, is it really worth listening? So yeah, but listening is hard. Not physical gallery, 마음이. 그게 뭐냐면, 나 갑자기 까먹었다. 그 마스크 같은 거 쓰는 분이신데 그분 거 많이 본다고 했었어요. So check that out. Anyways, let's continue learning. Sorry guys, I didn't expect this this, what the fudge is this? This thing. Inflation. So inflation is measured in a variety of ways depending on the types. We just talked about that. So the cause of inflation. So this is probably an important part, guys. An increase in the supply of money is the root of inflation, though this can play out through different mechanisms in the economy. A country's money supply can be increased by the monetary authorities by printing and giving away more money to citizens. So this is a big reason why the current economy is doing poorly, as you guys are saying. And then legally devaluing, reducing the value of, we learned a new word, the legal tender currency, loaning new money into existence as reserve account credits through the banking system by purchasing government bonds from banks on the secondary market. In all of these cases, the money ends up losing its purchasing power. Loaning new money. So this legal devaluing is what happened to Japanese market, right? Because I think the yen value versus to the US dollar was just kind of crazy. So I don't know any good example for the last one, loading new money into existence. So in all of these cases, the money ends up losing its purchasing power. The mechanism of how this drives inflation can be classified into three types, which is demand pull inflation, cost pull inflation, and built-in inflation. Now, demand pull effect. Oh, so now we're learning about the three different inflations. So this occurs when an increase in the supply of money and credit stimulates the overall demand for goods and services to increase more rapidly than the economy's production capacity. This increases demand and leads to price raises. When people have more money, it leads to positive consumer sentiment. This in turn leads to higher spending, which pulls prices higher. It creates a demand-supply gap with higher demand and less flexible supply, which results in higher prices. What? Increase in the money supply and credit stimulates over. So when the demand for money increases, then the demand for goods? Or does this mean when they're wanting more goods and services, but they don't have the supply? When there's not enough supply, but not enough supply than the demand. What? You're such a nice person, that's why I was shocked seeing the message. Oh, what did I send you? I'm not that nice though, guys. I'm an evil human being. Bullet number 1 and 3. What's 3? If my money... What? So, know when the supply of money increases. The demand... When someone give you money, you suddenly feel rich. That causes inflation? So, when there's more money, a lot of countries don't want to deal with Russia, but they supply a lot of oil, gas, and fertilizer. Oh. Wait, but that's kind of been me lately. So you know how I've like lost a lot of money? But like... Wait, what happened? Am I hyperinflation? Cause I already don't have money, but I've been buying a lot of stuff. Like, can I just brag about one thing? Can I just brag about this, guys? Oops, sorry, it's kind of getting messy, but do you guys see that? Hehe. I've been Jinriko's in her own inflation, guys. Okay, say the government provides a big stimulus package to households to buy computers, and they all run to buy computers. Oh, isn't that the case going on right now? At least with cars. Wasn't there a high demand in cars, or am I just completely like spacing out? Do they not want cars? Ah. Okay. So we haven't had like a good example of demand pull effect, correct? I feel like the camera angle was like too much up on my... I want a pen with me. Okay. So... Oh, sorry. Biden has a stimulus check now? Is there a weird question to ask? I'm so confused. You guys, where was I in 2021? Am I not a US citizen? I swear I was in US 2021. When did this all happen? How did we not know about this? What's going on? You guys, you guys must have had like secret behind me that I haven't like heard about. So let's continue. So there is a demand pool. Maybe this drawing gives a better example, guys. Inflation represents the rate. So demand pool was when demand for goods, service exceeds production capacity. So when they're actually wanting more of one or the other and there isn't much production capacity. So its demand pool would be like, oh my god, I have limited aegyo and you guys all of a sudden suddenly wants aegyo. Like you guys are saying, Jinri, I'll pay $100 for your aegyo. I'll pay 50. No, I'll pay 100. No, I'll pay 200. Holy shizzle. Okay, guys, enough of the demand pool inflation. That will cause me to be inflation. It will cause Jinri company, not just Jinri company, but Jinri country to be in inflation. That being said, I have to pay too much tax. So don't donate. Just give me stuff from Amazon. And then the cost push is when the production cost increase prices. So cost push would be, the best example would be cars, cause of COVID, not many companies could be producing the semiconductors, making that shortage. Would that just be considered shortage? Would be a good cost. Or cabbage fees. Cabbage, guys. Cost pool inflation would be cabbage. Where cabbage prices increased because the gas prices were increasing. And to have truck drivers pick up the cabbage from one location to another, it does take a lot of gas, mileage, driving, and so it had an increase. So currently we might be facing more of the cost pull inflation. And then the last one is built in, and this is when prices raise, wages raise too, in order to maintain living costs. This is also what we're experiencing. So right now, a lot of places are saying they're paying $20 to $24 for part-time job. Holy shit. Oh, I need to stop swearing. That is crazy. Back in my days, guys, part-time job were $15. And now they're paying what, $20? Can you guys believe it? Makes no sense. Yeah. There were 3 rounds. I think I only got 2. I don't know what I did with the money though. Probably my living cost. How is my Jinri Aegyo not a sustainable model? For cabbage in Korea, there are also issues with crops falling. Failing? Really? Were there? But also, I was thinking US, no? US cabbage price increase, no? I don't teach econ. I hate econ. Cost push, suppliers cost raise, so they have to raise. Suppliers cost raise. Yeah, so wouldn't that be cabbage? The supplier, the cabbage supplier, the farmers raise cost because their living fees were expensive. Actually, a lot of these different types of inflation kind of sounds similar-ish. Like, I feel like currently, I'm sorry guys, currently it's all 3. Just the world is having an issue, guys. We hate the world. Let's just hate on the world and let's just pretend that the world does not exist. So it would technically be cost pull inflation. Cost push inflation, sorry. So the cost push inflation is a result of the increase in prices working through the production process inputs. When addition to the supply of money and credit are channeled into a commodity or other asset markets, costs for all kinds of intermediate goods raise. This is especially evident when there's a negative economic shock to the supply of key commodities. And then the built-in inflation is relatively related to adaptive expectations, or an idea that people expect current inflation rates to continue in the future. As the price of goods and services raise, people may expect a continuous raise in the future at the similar rate. As such, workers may demand more costs or wages to maintain their standard of living. Their increased wage result in a higher cost of goods and service, and this wage price spiral continues as one factor induces the other and vice versa. Type of price indexes. Price indexes. What is that? Oh, CPI. Oh! Oh. So CPI is a measure that examines the weighted average of price of a basket of goods. What? Average of price of basket of goods, so the living cost. Also, it's calculated by taking the price changes for each item in a predetermined basket of goods and averaging them based on their relative weight in the whole basket. The prices is in consideration are the retail prices of each item. I don't understand the CPI. And then the changes of the CPI are used to assess price changes associated with the cost of living, making it one of the most frequently used statistics for identifying periods of inflation or deflation. What? So how is... What? So this is CPI for US city average. Currently, we are looking through March, April, May, June, July, August, September, and it is in 1.2, 0.83, 1.1. So for food, the average is 1%. So maybe this is how much it has increased for that month. So if it's negative for energy commodities, then in April 2022, the energy commodity for the CPI value has decreased 2.7%. So in total, their CPI is 19.7. Was that right? Oh, here. Brief explanation of CPI. We got another like very in-depth measure. Rightmost column is year on year. Think for what is useful. CPI reflects spending patterns for each of two population groups: all urban consumers and urban wage earners, and clerical workers. The all urban consumer group. What? This is much more harder explanation. So how do I? So here I'm seeing these numbers, guys. Do you guys see this number? Let me like, I don't know. I guess you guys just stick with that. And the rightmost column here is the year on year. So from last year to this year, it has increased 8.2 for all items. Then what would be an ideal CPI number? What is it right now? So the idea is that the economists select a number of products. Okay, so let's say they picked lipstick and pen and bottle opener that they think represents. So this represents the US market, guys, okay? A bottle opener because people drink a lot of beer. Lipstick because a lot of girls must put on lipstick. Like, of all the makeup, this is the number one. And pen because people like writing. By the way, not sponsored, so we'll hide all the logo signs. And then from all these, they calculate the average price. So 10, 15, 2 average. Really? So if this was average of, for example, like like $10 for this year. Next year, the average is $11. Then my YOY is $1 increase. So what is that percentage wise, guys? What's calculator? 10 divided by 11. So that's what? 0.1%. 0.1% increase? Does that make sense? So then not 0.1%, sorry, 0.1, which is 10%. Sorry, my brain is completely dead, guys. Or it was dead from the beginning, so excuse my math. You know what was scary was I just put it in my calculator, and you guys were saying 10, and I was like, excuse me? Like, I have it in my calculator, and I've been also, you could express it as a decimal of 0.1, but then I added percentage, so I was completely off, guys, sorry. I had 10% in my mind, and like, I could read my decimal points, but it was just blah. Where is the sub-inflation? Guys, this year, this month, my subathon is in inflation. My subs are at inflation compared to my last couple of months. Oh, so suppose a project has a budgeted cost of 10K, but it actually costs only 8K. Project is 25% under budget. Ooh. So other than fuel oil, which we imagined, we predicted from last year to this year, because you know, like, of inflation issue and the gas prices being expensive along with the war going on, since a lot of gases are from Ukraine and Russia, that it's up for 58% over budget. However, roughly in general, other than the sections that we're having trouble with, the changes aren't that bad. So they're doing a great job. Yes, no, you're completely wrong. You're like not saying the right thing. Not even close. Anyone? Or guys, was what I was saying very high quality text that was hard to understand? Do you see my eye like going back and forth? is this right? Wait, so does the CPI also have connection to... 잠깐만. Wait, what was the word I was trying to look for? Does the CPI... Is CPI related to the base point at all? Or am I just... Is that two different concepts that I should not even be combining? Wow, did you read my mind not to? Do you have CCTV in my brain or something? How the hell did you know? So Fed rate affects the future, CPI reviews the past? Oh, okay. So they're somewhat related. Oh, okay. Okay, well, let's continue this. We're not even halfway through this. So they also have the wholesale price index, which is another popular method. Producer price index, that measures the average change in selling prices received by domestic producer. And then the formula for measuring inflation is the final CPI divided by the initial CPI times 100. So they're getting a percentage. And I think this is exactly what you guys were mentioning earlier, so. Now, the advantage for inflation is that individuals with tangible assets like property or stock commodities priced in their home currency may like to see some inflation, as that raises the price of their assets, which they can sell at a higher price. Right. Inflation often leads to speculation by businesses in risky projects and by individuals who invest in company stock because they expect better return than inflation. The optimum level of inflation is often promoted to encourage spending to a certain extent instead of saving. So for some level, US government kind of wants YOLO from individual. But I wonder why they have to keep the business moving. So guys, hey guys, you guys, are you guys listening? Hey guys, I think it's a right decision for me to buy a gaming laptop. Because I need to spend a certain extent of money. Now I have a great reason of buying a laptop. Because before I was like, I should save money. But to stop inflation, since not that many people are gonna buy gaming laptop, what they want me to do is, instead of saving, is to use money. Wow! Eureka! This is amazing. Can you guys believe it? Holy cow. So, and then for con, buyers of such asset may not be happy with inflation as they will be required to shell out more money. Shell out? What is shell out? What? So that to break the spend more. Okay. So people who hold assets value in their home currency such as cash or bond may not like inflation as it erodes the real value of their holding. So investors looking to protect their portfolios from inflation should consider inflation hedge asset classes. We talked about this for last a couple of weeks ago. 돈 쓰는 거구나. Why need excuses? If you want a gaming laptop, buy a gaming laptop. You are master of your own fate. Well, the thing is, I've already spent a lot of money to US government because of taxes, so I still need to save up, guys. There might be good news coming up early 2023, so I need to save up my money. So, more than an excuse, it's a good marketing analysis. Thank you! Yeah, it's my marketing analysis. So, if you guys are more than willing to, if you guys want to, help me buy a gaming laptop, here's my donation goal. I have a secret donation goal that if you donate, you'll see it. So, if anyone wants to see how much we've, funded. Boss gonna have a life change in 2023? Highly likely, yes. I'll become the next diva. Do my donos classify as revenue? Yeah. And guess what? A lot of the spending that I spent don't count as expenses. Don't even get me started. Did I tell you, Papa? Were you here? Why I've been missing out on a lot of my stream? Oh yeah, thank you, Josh. Sorry, we've had every stream has been related to tax, and I try not to talk about it because I hate it. I hate US taxes issues. Sorry. You know what pisses me off? I was talking to other streamers. And one streamer said she actually got money back, and I'm like, so I don't know if she's because she's Korean or something. I don't know. So anyways, guys, this was inflation. I hope you guys enjoyed inflation. The biggest reason for inflation, guys, is, hey, let's spend enough money, a good amount of money, so that the economy is rolling. But don't be a YOLO. Don't just come to, don't come next day and be like, Jinri, because of you, I spent all my savings for my marriage. Now I can't get married. Then I'm gonna be like, okay, well, what do you want me to do? So 오늘은 inflation, man. Yeah, that's all you guys' fault. I get taxed on the money I make, then I give it to you, and you get taxed on the same. I know! Isn't that funny? It's so bad. You give me money, you get taxed, I get the money, I get taxed. What the fudge? I'm from Latin America? Oh, where are you from? And the work your company makes get— I know! Oh, Chile. That's really cool. Oh, your English is really good. Be confident in your English. Chile. Okay, it's Espanol pronunciation. Like, wow, developer. Ah, muy bien, muy bien. Anyways, this was inflation, guys. Sorry, we should move on. I've just been talking about inflation for freaking 1 hour, guys. No tengo dinero. ¿Por qué? US government system es muy mal. Me no gusta. US government tax system issue thingamabobber. FU. So anyways, let's look at recent market news, guys. 아, 나 진짜 나 오늘 체크 그 뭐지 다 냈거든요. 돈 떨어지. 진짜 술 땡겼어요 오늘. Let's continue. So today's this week's market news. You pay taxes, I get it, but why indirectly confirm all my losses? What? What do you mean? They training us to tip our waiters and waitresses? Oh. That's a good debate, guys. Should we talk about tipping system? What do you guys think about tipping system? Jolly, we'll read it, but let's talk about tipping. What do you guys think about the— Oh! Can I troll you? 마왕님. 짜잔! 이러면 더 빨개지지 않나? 왜 안 빨개져? 아, 여기 있다. 마왕님의 주식. 한 1000불 돈에 할 때쯤 제가 이제 강퇴해드릴게요. 그때 되면은 아직 마왕님은 저희 투자자님께서 이렇게 쪽쪽 빨아먹어야 된댔어. 투자자는 쪽쪽 빨아먹고 이제 다 빨 때까지 해야 된다. 아이, 그랬쥬? 아이고, 1000불 아깝네. 가지고 있는 거 알려주면 되냐고요? 얼마나 더 가줄까? You have tips on for learning Korean? Date a Korean girl. 라스가 5자리라고? 그래요? 아, 그래? 나 개노답이네? 근데 저도 지금 주식 많이 잃었어요. Tipping sucks. Put it in the advertised price and actually pay your worker? What? Oh. I'm against tipping streamers? Josh, ¿dónde está tu tip, man? That's lame! Guys! Actually, that's not lame. That is smart. That's smart. I do too. I only tip in cash. So, and if I tip with credit card, I don't know what the restaurant's gonna do. So I always tip it with cash so that they can have it separately. But I don't know, can we just kind of talk about how US tipping system, they should stop it, and why? Yeah, they're supposed to. I know they're supposed to. But come on, guys. How much usually the tipping system in a restaurant? If you who worked in a restaurant, by the way, raise your hand. Wait, you don't tip anymore? Don't they give you that like You're the ugly Asian. 이게 왜냐면은 진짜 애매한 게 뭐냐면 so something about like tipping system that sucks is okay. It would be nice if the server understands why we are trying not to tip them. However, in Madison, Koreans were already known to be ugly Asian when it comes to tipping, because first of all, Koreans don't have tipping system in their culture, so they don't understand this tipping system. So when I'm ordering food, yes, I hated that. Like you know what I hated the most, guys, by the way? Can I just tell you this one incident I had in New York? For all those effing New Yorkers. Just kidding, it's not you guys. But I was getting a freaking marshmallow, what is that? Marshmallow s'mores, okay? This was back with, okay, he might know, what's his name? Okay, one of intern Plummy and I were getting s'mores. This was off stream because it was my last day and I wasn't gonna stream. I already streamed like 10 days in a row. So it was like last day, we're gonna see places and we got s'mores. And I wanted to pay because Plummy paid for all my taxes. Okay, taxis, not taxes, sorry. Now, each effing s'mores that was so effing sweet cost $7? $8? I paid like $30 for 3 s'mores, guys. And this dude was such an a-hole, okay? Cause first of all, I think the intern didn't know that I was gonna pay for it. So like Plummy and I ordered ours first. And then the guy was like, okay. And then he's like, for you, sir? And then he ordered the same s'more and suddenly he raged. The guy was like, what the fuck, man? Don't you see the line behind? You should have ordered earlier. Dude, chill! You're talking to a freaking... I got so mad. But like, he was like saying that, right? So I was like, what does that count as swearing? Yeah! I'm training for 4 years from India. Hello from India! Nice to meet you. Hi, I'm Jinri. We have a different story. We'll continue with our stock talk. Don't worry. So anyways, and this guy all of a sudden he's like, okay, well, like here's a final payment, and that's the tipping page. I'm like, I don't want to effing tip you for your attitude, but then he was kind of scary, so I ended up tipping him 15%. I was so mad. I was like so mad. It's like freaking 15% for an $8 s'more that was so effing sweet. Like, no. For a freaking s'more! I ended up paying like $30 in total. I'm so mad. $30 freaking dollars! You know what I could buy with $30 freaking dollars? Lost Ark, that like card pack. Oh, I'm not in stock channel though. Yeah! And I hate it when they're just waiting for you to press a button. What the fuck? Like, let me decide. It's not up to you guys. If I don't like your service... So, guys, the whole tipping system... I need to write something, you know. The whole tipping system, guys. I want paper. Oh shoot, I probably can't use... Can I use this paper? Oh, I can use this. It's how much money I spent this year or last year in Korea for you guys. 졸라 많이 썼어. They have the no tip, but they're looking at the freaking tip page. It's like, dude, stop! You're making me feel uncomfortable. So anyways, I should probably stop writing. But anyways. How do I punish? So I am like not an official, by the way, I'm not an official stock trading streamer. I don't trade on stream because I don't know. Me shy. So. And you know what I hate the most is when I have to tip and give delivery fee. How is that possible? Okay, so then, okay, when I'm paying like $20 for a pho, $20 for like pho and stuff, I'm not understanding. It's not just $20. It's what, like $5 for driver delivery fee. And then all of a sudden they're like 15% for tip. What? Okay, it wasn't $20. I think it's like... Oh, sorry. Pho. Okay, it's like $8-9, but like as a family, you know, like the family stuff, you know, like I pay for my brother, my mommy, and me. That's 3 people. 3 times 8 is what, like $24, roughly speaking. Like I don't get the large one, so I say I buy 20. Get it? So it's like, wait, it's 8 times 4, 8 times 3. 24. Huh? Oh. I only have to cover the tip? Oh, you guys have Grubhub. Okay, well, for someone who doesn't have effing Grubhub, delivery fee is just nonsense, like. But if you think about the membership, that's also like, what, $10 a month that you're spending for the membership that you're ordering food. Either way, it's the same. And I don't order that much, so... anyways, let's continue with my life story. Are you guys listening, right? You guys are here. Can we get some hype in the chat? Like, can we get some Jinri Gazas, by the way? So if you guys are listening to me and enjoying my content, don't forget to sub to my channel. There's a Jinri 그 뭐냐 그 이거 올라가는 그 있어. Jinri Bull. Thank you. Okay. Listening? Okay. Perfect. F you, Mountain. Why are you watching Thursday Night Football? F you, logo. Just kidding. Okay, I'm so tired. Why do you have the index open? What index? You're gonna send some tip? It'll all go to my gaming laptop. By the way, can I just do a quick, like, oh my god, I hate this intern who've given me this, like, beautiful laptop choice.
Jedi_JJ2
thank you for gifting us gifts up to Doc.
They
Thank
have
you so
given
much.
1,359.
But oh my god, isn't this so cute? 화이트 짜장면님 어서 오세요. It's only $2,300, guys. Not too much. Okay, imagine. Let me just kind of give you an example before we go talk about stock. Imagine me carrying that on my side and like walking to a cafe and being like, hello, I have my new laptop that's pink and it's so freaking beautiful. Look at her, such a nerd. All the guys in the cafe is going to fall in love with me. Such a nerd. You already received it? I didn't even buy it. Jenny. Actually, it was too expensive. It was too high end. We're just there. Stare, it's not a MacBook. She's a fake Asian girl. She's a fake girl. Anyway, that's my little. Just wanted to point it out. By the way, thank you Jenny again for the gift sub. 도대체가 미국 주식을 언제 다시 사야 할지 모르겠네요. 1월에 팔고 9월째 손가락 묶고 참는 중이긴 한데 계속 참으세요. 지금 안 보이세요? 우리 마왕님께서는 1000만원 넘게 잃으셨대요. 1000만원 넘게. 괜찮아. 나는 세금으로 1000만원 잃었어요. 마왕님의 한 마왕님이 나한테 준 돈에 또 한 10% 잃었을걸? 개같은. 미국에 살지도 않는데 이런 건 너무한 거 아니야? 그래서 진짜 졸라 우울해가지고 방송 안 했어. 방송에 현타 오더라고. 진짜 나 돈 달라고 맨날 방송할 때 맨날 돈 달라고 이렇게 구걸하는데 그 와중에 오씨 미국 시키들이 나쁜 놈의 시키야. 광고 많이 돌려야 돼요. 돈이라도 이렇게 벌어야지. 그럼 구독하성. 개꿀잼 구독 좋아요 알람 설정까지. 그래도 제 거는 다른 데 거보다 좀 나아요. 빠바 짜고 땡큐 for gifting gift sub to 지니님 감사합니다. So anyways, we are going to start with the Samsung TSMC win exemption from the US chip. Very hot news happened just right around today. And then we have Netflix ad-supported plan will launch in November. Ad-supported plan? What the F is this? What the? Why is it so bright? Interesting. So let's read about Netflix and then move on to TSMC. Kind of want to read about this. Why? 1월에 손절하고 다시 들어가려는데 계속 떨어진다고? 계속 떨어질 것 같아요. 아마 11월 달에도 또 그 금리 현상? 아니 뭐냐 금리 뭐냐 한국어로 YOLO 타임? 빅스텝이라구나 거기도. Really? So if you see a single ad on Netflix, it goes bye-bye? Bye-bye? Holy shizzle. I think you should just go to ad equals always free. Why? I'm paying freaking $7 to see something with ad. 4 to 5 minutes of commercial an hour. Wait, that's not that bad though. 4 to 5 an hour? Actually, this isn't bad though. Actually, okay, can I just say one thing? Twitch ad sucks too. So I've been watching a couple of streamers and I get ads and I just exit out. The moment I see ads, exit. So that being said, can you give me some sub? I don't sub. Oh, turbo, okay. So guys, don't forget to like sub to my channel to not see ads. You're not renewing? What? I'm not a full-time trader. I'm still a baby trader. I'm trading with chat as a what the fudge? You can see my boobas. Yeah, ad does support my stream. I'm supporting others. No, Jolly. For me, tier 3 is better. No, Josh, don't say that. I just take my earbuds out when your ad comes on. Oh shoot, man, really that far? Thank you, Josh. What happened to being a good, like... We were supposed to be a promo team. Okay, maybe at your real work, you might be an IT, whatever dude. But at mine, you are a marketing team. We don't get anything from Turbo. That's the thing. It's so bad. Don't watch it from Turbo, guys. But some streamer has way too much ad. Like, you guys need to cut down on your ads. Okay, but then my channel. Okay, that's not me though. My setup is not like that. So it's not my fault. I'm doing great. How are you, Steven? So anyways, Netflix will charge $6.99 a month. Hey, Maong님, wanna bet? Wanna bet? Huh? How about I bet you tier 3? We're not doing this again. And that may not to lose $50. He didn't believe. Okay, I will not change anything. I will show you my setting. 잠깐만, let me... Hi, Parkour. How are you? I hope you're having an amazing day. Okay, this is my channel right now. I haven't touched anything. I just logged on to this. We're gonna have a little, like, you know, thingamabobby going on. We're going to look at insights. And wait, no, it's not insights. And no, it's not community. It's not a clip. It's partners. We have a partner. And then they have ads. Look! So I have 1 minute 30-second ad for every 15 minutes. Okay? That is not freaking 5 ads in a row. Because it's 30-second ads. That's only 3 ads you guys should be seeing at most. Okay? Didn't touch anything. $50. TR3! TR3! 감사합니다. 달라달라! Thank you for tier 3 supporting! So I think actually, that being said, I think Twitch plays a prank on me. Good luck! Good night! Because I don't understand why it's at this rate. It's, I think, way too much. I think it's too much than it should be. So, anyways, going on. So releasing the plan a month before the launch of Disney's Plus's ad-backed streaming tier, and for $1 less, Netflix said the new tier called Basic with Ads will initially be available in 12 countries, including US, UK, Canada, Germany, Japan, Brazil, Australia. Launched 7 months after Netflix said it would enter the ad business, shows the urgency with which the streaming giant is trying to attract new customers. Honestly, I don't think there's new customers anytime soon. This is just... no. So Greg Peter, Netflix, said existing subscribers would remain in their current plan at the same price. If existing subscribers want to transition to the ad-supported plan, they can make the change within their account setting. Now, Walt Disney, meanwhile, plans to raise the price of its basic Disney plan to $7 to $10. So expensive. So their monthly price. So actually, a lot of people does with ads and without ads. I don't understand it. This is just awful. Why not just watch TV? Okay, well, I guess TV, you technically need a subscription service. There aren't that good, like... Is TV more money? How much does it spend to make more money? Hi, Travel, how are you? Waiting for airline to add economy class with ads? You're forced to watch ads the entire night. What the fuck? Oh, Jenny, thank you for 5,000 bits. Holy shit! This deserves a 3. Oh, sitting down. Sorry, guys. We have to do a reaction for Jetty. Holy, where's my sound to my... What? Uh-oh. Koa! 이게 뭐지? Oh wait, Jenny hates eggs too. Oh well, screw that. 감사합니다. 오, 언니. Oh, hotter 언니 than me. Hallelujah. Thank you because you tolerated. An Africa TV. Are you talking about May? Is that May? Oh, thank you for the follow. So anyways, continuing. Netflix blah blah blah. We got Netflix da 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 da. And it's Netflix yada yada yada. It actually? Mm. Actually, I think it's not that bad. Now that I think about it. If it's wait, but if without ads is $9, can't you just afford $3? They needed to cut down. I think $6.99 is too much for you, Netflix. 720 HP. 720 without ads. $9.99. So just I would rather what? What's $9 one? What? Then I will just pay $3 more. I don't think this is a good deal then. I think if it's 720 P, I will be Minecraft. What? Where's my music, by the way? I don't understand this like whole system. I think they have it way too confusing for people to use it. Or maybe that's what their intention is, to make it confusing so that they'll just buy a random one. And if they're having trouble with it, they'll just increase the price. I don't know if this was a good decision done by Netflix. So the plan will display 4 to 5 minutes of ads an hour, and ads will typically be 15. Okay, I hate 15 seconds between or during content. This is total turn off. Turn off? Yeah. Tini! Can we get a shot? Thank you, Natu. You're right on top. 안녕하세요. 9 is 480? I hate during. I hate US effing streams. Sorry. Movies. Dramas that have during. That sucks. That just sucks. This is a bad plan. They should have just done before. I would have watched 4 to 5 minutes of ads before. Yeah, but then they don't really care. And if I were in the okay, that is just user generated. But if I were on the ad side, would I pay Netflix to turn my ad on? Not really, right? So another 4 ad. At this rate, you could just sub to my channel. It's not that bad to sub, right? Isn't that better? But honestly, I think Twitch is really bad that they have ads, because everything's live. If they lose what I'm saying, then they're not gonna watch me unless someone gives them a sub. It's just so bad. I hate Twitch and ads. Can we just talk about ads today and like how Twitch is doing such an awful job? Like, I think it's half and half. Half of them are gonna be sick of seeing the ads like me. I watch someone, someone has ads, F you, turns off. And then vice versa, you guys would be like, oh yeah, oh, that's not that bad. Or just have ad block, right? Yeah, so some of them actually, they have the ad on the main screen and then they put the stream screen on the corner, but it doesn't happen every time though. I don't know. I honestly don't like Twitch ad system because I hate it, especially someone like me or probably game players. If they're missing Faker doing a quadruple penta kill just because they have an effing ad, I'd be mad. I'd be like, I'm not gonna watch this. I'll just wait till YouTube, you know? So it's so bad. 재윤님 잘 지내시나요? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, okay, I'll be mad, but would I want to spend money to Faker, who's earning already way much more money than me? I could spend it just to support him, yeah. But if he's someone that like I just don't know of and I just want to see him before I sub to him, very bad idea of having ads. That already is a turn off for me of saying, hey, I want to see him more. Because I'm just gonna be thinking about him being like, oh my god, you have like so many ads. So 광고 5개 봤다 그래서 제 거요? 제 게 이상한 광고가 되게 많대요. 요즘 트위치가 광고 엄청 많이 틀어요. 나도 지금 계속 투수들이 광고 왜 이렇게 많이 트냐 해서 나는 1시간 한 1분 30초 밖에 안 해놨거든요. 근데 많이 본다 이거죠. 망했어. 그러니까 내 거에 최소한이 있고, 왜냐면은 그게 광고가 막 15초짜리도 있는데 막 30초짜리도 있는데 30초짜리 5분 보면은 애초에 내 방송에 안 들어와요. 그러면 그러니까 이거는 스트리머 입장에서도, 그러니까 재민님이나 저나 이렇게 게임 컨텐츠를 하거나 이렇게 수다를 하는 소통 방송에서도 내가 분명 이 친구한테 답변했는데 이 친구가 맨날 나한테 이래. 광고 떠서 점점점 기다릴게. 광고 끝났니? 이게 무슨 라이브 방송에 이게 뭐야? What I really don't like, especially if I'm doing like just chatting with you guys, is I hate it when they come, like someone completely new, come to my stream. They're like, "Hi, Jinri, blah blah blah. I'm asking a question," and I'm like, "Oh, I see the question. Let me answer it." And then all of a sudden, the person goes, "Oh, ad." I'm like, "Okay, like how long do I have to wait for you?" Like, I'm not dissing you, being like I have to wait for you, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, well, like, I'm gonna be sitting here for like a minute, 30 seconds, plus or minus, just to answer your question, which is gonna delay my content, and it's gonna suck. Not that I'm hating on you guys, and this is not forcing you guys to sub to my channel. I would rather see you guys just donate. But, sorry guys, ads do bring in way more than they did before. So I think Twitch really needs to think a lot. Just when you say that, I land in here. Yeah, well, just wait a second, because you're gonna have another ad. So you better, like, hope that someone will give you a sub, which will give me money. Yeah, it's like you have to sub to get the answers to your question, which is awful. It's not something that I even intended for, and it has to be done. And I think it's a 50-50. People are gonna sub, people aren't gonna sub, and just leave. So why am I wasting this 50% chance of losing a viewer? I'm yelling at you, Twitch. So. Oh, you had no question. Oh, hello, nice to meet you. How are you? But then at the same time, what happens if you use adblock? Does adblock work? Sometimes, but not always, so it's hard. Life is hard. But anyways, Netflix is gonna have this awful ad system that's gonna make you pay for a freaking $6.99. And thank you, Loco, for gifting a gift sub to... You had a different username, but I'm gonna call you famous. Thank you. For once, she's not yelling at you. Do you want me to yell at you? You don't work, Misty, because you have a sub. RJ, thank you. Why can't new chat just ask a question when the ad is running? Why can't new chat just ask a question when the ad is running? Then you'll answer after the ad. Because first of all, I don't know when ad is running. Like right now, Harton, he might be seeing an ad, and I might be just be like talking about him, and he's gonna come back be like, "What happened? Guys, what did I miss?" And I'd be like, so mad. You know how I always say to you guys, oh my god, can you guys stop asking the same effing question? That happens a lot. So Oh, ad block doesn't work on Twitch? Oh. Yeah, I don't know when it ends. Can't you run them manually to this? Well, the thing is, Josh, I tried running them manually, but I don't know when. I could do it after every article, but at the same time, it gets awkward because I don't know if the ad's running, first of all. And it's funny because I look at you guys, and most of my chat are already subbed. So they're like, Jinri, you're subbed. Or like, do something. I'm like, there's an ad. And then we have this like awkward 2-minute break of staring contest. Being like, hi ad. Nice to meet you, ad. Well, we can't go on because we have non-sub like waiting for the ad to end, right? So bye, Dark. Thanks, Doc. Oh, adios. Hasta mañana. So you can put that in my Steam Deck. What am I supposed to do? Play ad and we can have a staring contest? Se me cuidan. Okay. You know, Misty, that is such an a-hole answer. Like, how would you feel if you like came into my stream because you're interested in me, right? You're like, okay, I see this pretty girl talking about Netflix and she's talking about how ads suck. And he has a question. He's like, hey, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh. No, I answer him. The moment I open my mouth, ad turns on. I swear Twitch is watching me. Twitch, if you're watching me, don't turn on the ad for new viewers when I'm answering a question. You can do this. When my mouth is moving, don't turn on the ads. Okay, well that's true. I'll get that rolling. Shush. But anyway, that being said, guys, you know what also sucks? Is that imagine that person being like, oh, Jinri, like, I missed your answer. I'd be like, oh, well, like, check it on replay. Like, how cold is that? He'd be like, this beep is like such a beep, man. Like, I'm just here to ask you a question. Unless the question is like totally awful, then I just kill you. I just shut your mouth. But like, that is very cold, so. Yeah, I might just turn off the ads, but ads do give me a lot of money. So unless I'm like asking you guys to like donate every $5 every time you come in, which is awful because I stream every day, and for you guys to donate every time $5, that's a lot of money. That'd be like, sucks to be you, man. But I do take donation. But yeah. And I think even if I turn off the ad, they still play ad on the side without me noticing. So here I might be like, hey, hello. And you guys be like, wait, I'm watching an effing ad. I'll be like, oh, okay. Let's have this like staring contest again. Like, I see you. You're cool. How are you, man? So, that's a little side story. So yeah, Netflix. Are you guys back? 3, 2, 1, go. So. So in conclusion with this article, by the way, guys, can I just say one thing? Really? Ads in between dramas. Like, I would be so mad if I have my boyfriend on TV and I see an ad for some random crappy stuff. So, you better get this ad thing straightened out. Like, no one's like, there might be people who's gonna pay for it, but like, mostly this production is very questionable. So I really highly would want you to consider if this was a good choice that you made for $6.99 720p with ads between. Like, oh my god, I am watching all my hot guys like that. What was that drama that we watched together with like Anyu up? He's about to kiss this girl and I see this ad for shoes. You know, like, I'm in this moment. That's my reaction. Even Korea. Well, you better not do that to the Korean Netflix, because Korea does not turn on ads in between dramas, because they know viewers are going to kill you. And here's another thing about ads, by the way. US American ads need to make it better. It is so boring. It's not creative. It's simple. It's lame. It's boring. Nothing cool. No pretty guys. No hot guys. Not even interesting. I don't even know what the message is. And I hate the rapping at the end where you guys are like, all of a sudden, you got to consider all these considerations or else we're not going to think about it. Be like, okay, like, do you want us to hear this part? Or do you just want us to, like, pretend that we've heard it so that when we buy it, we already know of it? So, 2 things. 1, Netflix, this is not good. 2, what? Yeah, 2, you better make the ads interesting by adding in a lot of Korean actors and actresses because they are very good looking for me to see them. Oh shoot, don't say that. By the way, a lot of donation. Oh, okay. I told you, it gets awkward. What am I supposed to do? Yeah. Is he back? Five seconds, okay. He must have heard me. What the heck? He totally answered my question. I think he's lying, man. Okay, so that being said, Netflix, you're an a-hole. Just kidding. But honestly speaking, I really don't like the fact that thank you, Josh, for gifting Nightgirl.
To tell the Josh gifted a tier 1 sub to They have given 133 gift subs in the channel.
Honestly? Just streaming in general with ads just suck. Yeah, he saw the notification, Josh. But can you guys believe it? Like, we have to waste time. Viewers have to waste time. This is live performance. You must have the ad so that you can see both the streamer and the ad. I don't understand it. Like, some channels, they do it where, like, if this is my normal screen and I'm like, oh my god, I can be an e-girl today by flipping my hair, and then they suddenly change to this. So all you guys see is like, I'm doing this and like my mouth is moving, but you guys don't hear. But what's the point? I don't know. Twitch, Netflix, the ad company just in general needs to work on this. Like, I understand you're getting money to do a ad service, but you're not doing any good deeds for other viewers. And you're also ruining it for streamers and your, like, all your customers, not just the streamer. Which, yeah, streamers get annoyed when viewers are here asking me multiple times, hey Jinri, stop talking. Okay, well, like, I could be sitting here just talking about this and then stopping for like 2 minutes with like the sub chat, you know. So, do you think it would help if there was an alert or a warning? For me, no. Because what would be the point? I mean, I could be one of those like streamers who don't give a crap. You guys can't listen, well, sucks to be you. You better be, you know, subbing to my channel. Ha ha ha, lol. But then at the same time, it's like, what the heck? So, if that might be the case, I might stop the ad and turn on ad every time I finish an article or finish a section or have a break. That's consideration, but that is very tedious job for me, so I would rather have it like just casual in the background. Guys, I've just been talking 3 hours for Netflix and how ads suck. That's awful. I'm sorry, guys. Must have been boring. I hope I didn't bore you guys to death. So continuing, that was the conclusion for Netflix. Let's take like a 2-minute break. Holy cow. Turn what on? Sounds like your stream is turning into work. It is work. This is my living. If this was not my work, first of all, I won't even ask you for money. Cause I'm an engineer. Damn, I sounded so like, oh shit. That's true. But I'm not an engineer. I'm just a content creator, so I do need your money. By the way, so about Amazon, might start updating some. So is this laptop on Amazon? Is the pink laptop on Amazon, guys? I'm gonna check. Anyways, yeah, their ad system sucks, and I could feel it. Like, I'm also a Twitch viewer. I'm one of you guys, and normally I don't sub, but sometimes I get frustrated, so I just sub to like a couple channels. China, one person? What? Are you talking about TSMC? TSMC is from Taiwan. Better watch your mouth. Oh. I don't know. You guys are all good looking, right? You guys can easily get a number from a girl in a bar. I think. Do I look like Chinese? Oh. Well, that's the first time I heard it. But here's the thing, Ian. Next time when you visit a Korean or any Asian streamer, instead of saying Chinese, be like, where are you from? Repeat after me, where are you from? So that not only you're not going to be racist, but at the same time, you could also sound intelligent. So, yeah. Well, I'm just teaching you. So next time, instead of saying, you look like Chinese, say, where are you from? Okay? See, I told you, not everyone is rude. When I first saw the comment, like, you are gonna be banned, but I was like, human is human, guys. No matter. 没关系，我是韩国人。我很可爱。谢谢。再见。What the fuck? 张志士，我很想你。我爱你。我很想你。谢谢，谢谢。Let's continue. Continue. TSMC. Samsung. Okay, well, Jenny, it's like 5 years of learning minus like 4.9 years of like just not focusing. 感谢你的 sub. Thank you for the sub. Very standard, thanks, because it's my I watch a lot of Taiwanese movies. Playful Kiss, guys. Watch it. So, let's continue. Samsung TSMC win exemption from new US chip restriction on China. So Samsung and TSMC are exempted from the restriction. So they are accepted in making chips to China. Is this correct? Am I understanding this correct? So Samsung has been granted 1 year of exemption from new US curbs on China's chip industry, according to people familiar with the matter, joining a list of semiconductor companies that have received dispensation. Sorry. The US Department of Commerce granted Samsung authorization to continue receiving chip-making equipment and other items needed to maintain its memory chip production in China. And so Samsung is facilitated in 2 different Chinese cities. Now, Samsung, the world's biggest memory chip maker by revenue, hasn't said publicly if it received a 1-year exemption similar to those disclosed by rival SK Hynix and Intel. What? But they just said they got the 1-year exemption, though. Where's that? But here it says 1-year exemption, and then here it's doesn't know. Oh. Now on Thursday, TSMC also said it obtained the exemption from US rules, enabling the world's biggest contract chip maker to keep expanding its facilities in China's eastern city of Nanjing. The Biden administration has been working to get allies on board with the new rules. Unveiling Friday, the restrictions appear to offer at least one concession to some of the allies, as the Commerce Department would review applications for certain exports to US and US allied facilities operating in China. So Samsung is dominating the 2 major types of memory chip, which is DRAM, and NAND, flash. They operate a NAND flash memory chip plant in Xi'an, and chip packaging facility in Suzhou. And the second quarter accounted for 43.5% of global revenue for DRAM, and roughly 1/3 of global revenue for NAND flash. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to pronounce this. And then for TSMC, they got an 80% jump in 3rd quarter net income. So the chief executive said the new regulations appear targeted at only the very high-end applications, such as artificial intelligence and supercomputers. Therefore, our initial assessment is that the impact of TSMC is limited and manageable. Now, the majority of TSMC revenue came from customers in North America, and then China is accounted for 8%, down from 13%. So why is US, as you guys know, we read a couple weeks ago related to TSMC. Now, not TSMC, sorry, about the new US chip restrictions. for those who don't know what that is, it's correct me if I'm wrong for those who know exactly what this is basically saying, hey, couple of the companies, you guys are not allowed to make chips in other countries. Or sorry, in China. So the biggest companies that got this was Intel, because they have their own facility, and Nvidia. I don't think AMD was involved at this time, but those two, because they have their own chip system, said, hey, you better not open something in China or else we're gonna get so mad at you. And at the same time, currently they are known for their chips related to AI. So anything... Nvidia don't make their own chips, so it was Intel and something else. So I don't recall the other company that they mentioned, but I do remember Intel because they do make their own chips. But they did say don't make it, and we concluded at that time saying, hey, it's because, you know, they have their fancy chip that could be involving the war. So if that skill is being sent to China, it is bad. Oh, Nvidia did get a restriction, so maybe it might just be the technology patent, maybe patent. So yeah, high-end AI. See, guys, it's been so long, and I still remember. So that is the current situation for the chip restriction, the US chip restriction on China. However, what's kind of ironic is that they're saying, okay, all the American chips, you guys are forbidden to, you know, sell your chips to China. However, Samsung and TSMC, you guys are okay. Why? I guess maybe for me the biggest reason might be, hey, maybe US is thinking that Nvidia and Intel have better technology so far than Samsung and TSMC, so they're not allowing. That might be the first one. The second one that I'm thinking is China has a long history with Taiwan and Korea. They hate each other. Everyone hates Asian history. Guys, if you guys are ever interested, Asian history is one of the funniest things to watch because everyone just hates each other. And like for Korea, and I'm guessing the same thing with Taiwan, we're kind of surrounded. So Korea hates Japan and China. I mean, like, not like hate, but they had history behind it. So that's what I'm thinking. Maybe US thinks because China already hates TSMC and Samsung, they're not thinking about reproducing, maybe not the right word, but not thinking about using their technology, or that their AI system in Samsung and TSMC might be not high quality versus other companies in the US. So whoever is engaging in the actual trade of the produced chip get the restriction. TSMC sells some of their own chips too, but also products for others like Nvidia. I didn't know that TSMC made their own chips. I thought because they were the what's the word? Chip? What's the word that I want to think about? Chip? Fab. Yes. Foundry. Okay, I may be good at memorizing the idea or the concept or the history behind it, but I'm not good with vocab. So thanks for filling in. So oh, do they? Okay, I didn't know about that. So that is something interesting that I would be interested or looking out for. At least for this news. Other things related to this, I don't have a big issue, but that would be a biggest decision that I would be questioning. Anything else you guys want to add on related to this for TSMC and Samsung? Is it a good news for both the Asian companies? Maybe. either Biden Opar is trusting Samsung and TSMC a lot in thinking that they will be more supporting to China, which kind of makes sense because China and Taiwan situation is not that good, and Korea really also don't like China, especially any type of pollution that happens. It's heavily dependent on China, especially because there's a wind flow that's going on. So maybe Biden's right about trusting the fact that like China, like Samsung or TSMC isn't going to like give everything up for China. So yeah, this is just kind of like a little drama side story in the background that's pretty interesting. Now, other fun news that we would like to talk about is probably if we did, I'm guessing Jolly uploaded this because he didn't think that we're gonna do inflation, but we did. So let's talk about this one. Now, this one is the inflation sits at 8.2% as core prices hit 4-decade high. So everything's expensive. Now, US consumer inflation, excluding energy and food, accelerated to a new 4-decade high in September. So this is also then measuring the CPI number index. Consumer price index value. Percent change is maybe how they decipher this. So the Labor Department on Thursday said that its so-called core consumer price index which excludes volatile energy and food prices rose 6.6% in September from year earlier. The biggest increase since 1982. You know what's funny is that I don't think 6.6 is a big number, but that means that the market has been somewhat stable for a while, and because of COVID and all the many issues going on that's causing inflation, has increased the rate up to 6.6. So that being said, what does this mean? If I paid $1 for a cabbage, does that mean that my cabbage is now what, 6.6 cents? 1.6 cents? $1.06? I don't think is that a lot? Usually cabbage is what, $4, $5? Let's say $5 times 1.066. 33 cents increase. For me, it doesn't feel that much for some reason. Maybe because the initial price is not that a lot. That's true if it's not $1. Well, salaries usually don't increase. No politics, no blaming. Let's just don't use names. I don't know. I'm so scared. Don't mention president's name. Only, can we just make a rule saying only I can mention it? I know you're just saying, but just to me, feel very icky. The moment I feel like is mentioned, I feel like I'm a politics streamer. So can we like name him Mr. P or something? No need to be sorry. I know I may be a little over exaggerating. But better safe than sorry, guys, right? This is like thinking about the future value of the company. And you never know, I might run for president. Okay, I can't run for president because I wasn't born in the US, but I might run for Senate. I might be the next Wisconsin Senate or something, right? And I can't be like, oh my god, Mr. Biden, Opar! Actually, I've said that too much, so I don't think they're gonna hire me. So. Yeah, don't vote. Oh, sorry. Don't vote for me. I'm not gonna be a good Senate. I'll just be like, give me your money. And like all the streamers just get like $1,000 extra because you guys are amazing. And I'm just gonna make a law saying that it is mandatory for you guys to donate 10% of your income to this streamer named Jinri TV. So don't vote for me. Anyways, continuing, the inflation report likely keeps the Federal Reserve on track to increase interest rate by 0.75 percentage point at its meeting next month. It also raises the risk officials will delay the anticipated slowdown in the pace of rate raises after that, or signal that they are likely to raise rate to even higher levels earlier next year than previously anticipated by policymakers and investors. Now, US stock tumbles in early trading before reversing to close much higher on the day. Bond prices fell while yields, which move in the opposite direction, rose. Okay. So price rose last month for housing, Medicare, airline fares, and other services, threatening to keep inflation high for a while. So we are seeing the overall CPI by year. What happens if your consumer price index is negative? What does that mean? So it decreased. My gas prices decreased. So what is that, deflation? So would you rather want to see negative CPI? But we learned last time that deflation would be worse than inflation. Maybe because there's gonna be more demand than supply. Because imagine, hey, I have so many things, I have so much money. And a Louis Vuitton bag used to be $2,000, but because of negative CPI value, it's $1,000. Oh, is it more supply than demand? But if it's negative consumer price index, doesn't that mean you're spending more? Wait. Because right now, the CPI has increased a lot because the average value of the current items that they chose has increased. Oh, do they? I didn't know. Company need my money. Oh. That's cool. So investors and policymakers follow core inflation closely as a reflection of broad underlying inflation as a predictor of future inflation. Core CPI rose 0.6% in September and up from 0.3% in July. So inflation has built up a lot of momentum over the last year. that's going to keep inflation higher than the Federal Reserve wants it for at least a couple more months. So the possibility of CPI price decreasing is low, but even the possibility of CPI, or I guess I would say the possibility of CPI increasing is higher than the CPI price, the CPI percentage decrease, because of the current inflation situation. Wow, so the gas prices is just going to be crazy for the next couple of days. I think this also has to deal with housing costs. I really want to see. I see why there is a debate. First of all, I see why there's a debate of what gets chosen to determine the CPI value or the percentage change, and at the same time, I keep saying this. I am such a bad stock intern or whatever program. Or, you know, what am I? Learner? Because I think it's really hard. Oh yeah, stock analysis. Because I keep saying it's hard, right? It's hard. To fix this issue, right? So I did see Big Short. Even expert economists have no idea how the market will behave. Yeah, I totally get that, Snack. Because it's like they just dumped trash on you and they're like, now you have to live with this. Well, it's like, okay, well, like how? Right? Like, am I going to clean it up? How am I going to clean it up? Do I want to touch this thing? What happens if I touch it? So the problem is that they keep using year-on-year percentage change, but the inflation month to month varies a lot this year. So normally month to month is, again, before COVID was somewhat steady. Maybe it was like increased a little, but not really, you know, like it was like maybe, you know, gas prices, maybe this year there was some global warming issues, so the cabbages didn't get enough sunlight, so we are having a shortage of cabbage. Okay, CPI, you know, cabbage was kind of included this year, so it's kind of However, because of COVID, it's like, okay, well, like now we have free money going on. Okay, then we have this other issue. Suddenly, Ukraine-Russia war. So what? We're out of gas. What? So what's my gas energy price going to happen to? Okay, well, like, how are we gonna predict that? Wow. Hey. War started February, so maybe it'd be good to look from February, from this month, right? Human condition? What about human condition? Oh, Jenny, thanks for gifting
Jedi
snacks!
_
6
JJ
months of
to
tier
give
1
6
sub!
months of tier
Ooh,
1
thank
to
you!
Snack
Thank you
Dispenser.
so much!
They've gifted
Yay!
1,365 months.
Dumping trash on you is a very good... Oh, did you like that one? MOM is better to get sense of where the trajectory? MOM? Men of Month. Isn't month over month? Oh. But how come they do it year over year? Men of... Wait, what was that soccer term when they get the VIP thingamabobber? Sorry. Yeah, and I think Dr. Fish, I think that's a very good reason why a lot of people have not been interested in stock or have been like thinking about. You know what's really funny, guys, is if the stock market is doing so bad, it relates to my viewer count. It's so funny because they're not interested in seeing it. Why? Because if they see someone talk about stock, they'll be like, oh shoot, that reminds me of my AMD price. It reminds me of my Intel price. So totally understand. So that's probably why a lot of people kind of stepped out from the stock market and kind of been waiting to go back in. So yeah, it's not good for their mental health, is it, huh? So kind of going along with inflation and why month over month versus year over year, I just wanna, the article kind of just summarizes the fact that, you know, it's been doing this and that, so it kind of sucks. That's the issue right now. And what you guys are saying is, hey Jinri, why don't you check the month over month percentage change and see how big of a change it was doing. So for this year, what catches my eyes is definitely the oil price, the energy, and shelter? Maybe? So we could see the gasoline and fuel would be an interesting topic. So we see that gasoline, you guys can't see it, now you guys can. So for example, gasoline earlier this month was 18. So demand was not high. And then the next month, all of a sudden, demand was very high. Am I reading this correctly? I think I'm not reading this. But just the trend of it from like positive to negative, you know that's not a good sign of it, right? Along with the fuel. So yeah. So what would have been really interesting to compare would be the earlier last year's MOM CPI value to this year and see how much it's isolating might be a good word for this year's month over month, because it's been going back and forth a lot. So yeah, but just generally speaking, guys, when do you guys think inflation's going to end? Like, is it ever going to? I mean, you guys are probably like, January inflation never ends. But when do you think people are going to feel more chill about this current issue? You know how like COVID, people were like, when is COVID gonna end? Blah blah blah. And now you go outside in US and no one's wearing a mask. Like if you see someone wearing a mask, you actually go like, which is kind of sad, but like that kind of happens. But when do you think that it's gonna be getting steady? Steady might be the right word. When do you think the CPI value is gonna become steady? So maybe more long term, gradual, not sudden. It's over. You know. When there is significant demand disruption from a lot of people losing them. Oh, why is that? About masks that people are staring or wearing? Guys, I have confession to make, guys. Are you guys ready to listen to my confession? Can I be honest with you guys? Guys, I screamed too much. My throat is dying. Oh. Allah. Why don't we take baby steps, guys? I actually really am craving alcohol like today. But since my body is not feeling healthy, I will take things slowly. So today would be a good time. Oh, I should, and I didn't bring my water down with me. So for next, like for every stream, I need like a gigantic water bottle. What sucks is that I haven't been drinking enough water as much as I should be. So hopefully by next time I'll be more prepared. But I think generally speaking, I just wanted to thank all my interns, especially Jolly, who's been trying to keep me up with my stock stuff. So I will start the day off with learning about the stock market in general, and just kind of going over what's been doing good versus what's been doing bad. And then we'll do the education, because I think it's fun to kind of make a comparison. And you see that, yeah, I do need water in my cubicle. It kind of sucks. Yeah, don't you guys like my cubicle, by the way? So yeah, I do. I need to get more Powerade. So but I think overall today was a great comeback for all the stock market and me catching up. And then I'll try to stream earlier for stock market so that we can have more in-depth conversation about it, because I think this is a stream that I am going to try to do a long 8-hour like max stream where we can talk about stuff without being like too forced to talk about it. So it'll be more like a casual chill stream where it'll be more like an audio listening. So thank you, Jolly. So that's the plan, and that requires nothing from you guys. I know I always say, oh my god guys, why aren't you guys chatting? Totally fine, because this is something that's nice to listen to, so I'll try to make it more audio fulling. But I've actually, because of the ad talk that we did, I pushed myself too far, so I don't know if you guys can hear my voice, but it's kind of like dead. So I'll be better prepared for the next stock stream, and then I'll try to have some fun graphs open so that we could see some live actions about it. We won't be doing trading though. I don't think it's a great market for me right now to do some trading, because guys, I'm just a baby trader. So yeah, so just I'm trying to think of it as a Spotify podcast, but not serious version. And for me to have that working, I need to get my game up in terms of talking and learning. So I'll be well prepared. Maybe not well, maybe I'm just bragging off of it, but I'll be somewhat prepared to come next week. So that's my plan and goal for every stock stream, is just to do a long stream of casual talking and just maybe upload the full video on YouTube or something. Yeah, or I don't know, if I'm confident enough to understand the material and to talk about what I want to talk about and my mindset, then I will think about uploading it. Maybe episode wide, so kind of like a Spotify. I think this will also help me in any podcast that I want to do by interviewing people. So that's all I think for today. I know it was a short stream and I'm really sorry about it. I am trying to do a longer stream, but doing it at nighttime just sucks, guys. Yeah, I will get some more honey. Thanks, guys. I don't have anything on my Amazon, so don't force yourself. And I probably will be buying a gaming laptop to continue my content with the Harp and Lost Ark and other things. So yeah, if you guys want to support me, feel free. I take SC Pay, and I need something. I need to spend a lot of money so that I don't have to pay too much for tax, right? So that is all for stream. If you guys have any questions related, oh my god, my right eye makeup is messed up because I had to like cry out like this thing in my eye. But thank you guys for a huge donation and huge support. You guys are amazing. I basically live off of you guys, and I'm sorry, but that's all my tax money too. So tax sucks. And starting tomorrow, I think I'm gonna do some IRL stream. We haven't done an IRL stream in a while, guys. So hopefully we can do some IRL tour around. I do have something fun planned for Halloween. You know, I was gonna think about being at home. I was thinking about doing stuff at home, like subathon and blah blah blah. But there might be some chance that I might go visit a place, visit a friend. So that's that's on my list. I still have to look for some stuff though. And this week, is she cute? She's hot. If you guys can guess who she is, I'd be very surprised. Wait, maybe you guys can guess. I don't know. But Snack, you already know so many cute girls around you, like Hachu Ani and like Yuni Ani. You know, they're pretty hot. And they're single. So you could, Wait, how did I move this? I know what they're like off camera. Dude, why are you ruining the fantasy for some viewers, Snack? You're a bad influence. Open your eyes. You're in Colorado? I'm in Wisconsin, man. So, that's a plan, and I'm hoping, crossing my finger, I'm hoping to visit LA. Cause I have credit, and I promised Julia I'd go see her. I'm so sad I didn't get to see her boyfriend, but hopefully I get to see Julia and hang out with her for at least like 3-4 days, and tour around LA. Film my own La La Land, but with like Julia and K-pop music. So, that's all. I will do K-pop content sometime this week because I have to do some reaction to it for it. I haven't done a lot of stuff. I'm very slow. And so my YouTube will be very good. Want to book a photographer? Are you gonna be my photographer? Yeah, so I am a K-pop YouTuber. I upload reactions and fun knowledge related to K-pop. It's kind of funny. All my content is somewhat educational. I didn't expect it to be like this. My mom actually is laughing at me because she's like, oh my god, you're just like your dad. It's kind of scary. I hate it when she says that. But she's like, because my dad was a professor. So she's like, oh my god, I wanted you to be a professor and now you're teaching stuff on screen. Yeah, I don't hear it as a compliment, so I do K-pop. Now I dance too, so that being said, yeah, that's my life. But yeah, I think that's all. Do you guys have any questions for me related to scheduling? It'll be all on Discord. I am on Discord. And oh, for those, I don't know if, are you guys here? For those who DM me your address related to my merchandise that like I asked. So for those who've seen me in real life, minus the one that went to TwitchCon and I didn't go. I sent you guys my sticker, my pen, and my business card. Thank you. Oh my god, Nato, are you like reading my mind? Kind of scary. Stop. It's just so. Are you a banning material or who are you? We're just going to let's do that. Okay. So I've sent you guys those 3, and I'm planning on doing another gift sending away thingamabobby thing to my top 5 donors. I used to do it. I didn't do it for like 2 years, and I'm so sorry. I was supposed to make you guys your own business card, and I was supposed to send them to you guys, and I forgot. I am an awful human being. I made your own business card with like the Jinrico logo because you guys are my angel investors, and I didn't do it this year. So I'm gonna see if I could do it or make something else and send it off to you guys. So I'll do some more giveaways for this year because I didn't realize how cheap it is to send stuff from US. And the fact that they don't need my home address so that you guys aren't gonna stalk me. I just need your home address. It's like, what am I gonna do with your home address? Like, maybe, I don't know. So, by the way, the merch that I sent, because will be arriving Monday, is what they said. If it doesn't, check Tuesday. If it doesn't, then DM me. Let me check the thingamabobbers. So, that's the plan. Yeah. And if you missed your chance, who's already seen me, because I've asked, I'll give you another opportunity to earn my pen, my stickers, and my business card. So do it sometime next week, and I'll be delivering them on Friday. Just give me your email. Give me your home address. That's all I need. For those who've seen me, but it can't just be like some random person be like, can you send them? It's like, no. Because I forgot my merch when I went to New York and Chicago trip. So those 2 are the exception. So. Oh yeah, and then give me your banking. Yeah, and then I'll hopefully get to make a special thing for... Yeah, I'll try to do something special for individual. But that's the plan. Any other questions? If not, we are going to end for today. Exchange? Oh, really? Are you gonna buy me that? Did you see this? What? Josh? You're buying me the pink laptop? Okay, well that's not in Best Buy, so you can just pre-order them and send it to my house. Thanks, Josh! Give a big round of applause to Josh, who's gonna buy me the $2,299.99 pink laptop. Yeah, just have them like order it and I'll go pick it up. But anyways, that's all for today. Tomorrow we're gonna do a very, very fun... Oh, wait, is it tomorrow? Oh, we're doing an IRL content tomorrow. I don't know where I'm going tomorrow. Wait! Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll think about it. So, come tomorrow, we'll have a fun stream outside. And then on Sunday, we'll do a little bit of harp. And then we'll do a little bit of dancing. And then we'll do... The time will be undecided. Just kidding. I haven't figured out where I'm gonna go. So I'm gonna end the stream and quickly do some figuring out. I might just go play golf. And then do mukbang. Mukbang in the car, because we haven't done that in a while. And then... I don't know. Maybe like go scare Yuri? No. So, I'll figure out what I want to do. I might just go to brewery tomorrow. Lots of options. We'll think about it. I'll think about it. So, that's all for today. Thank you guys for watching and see you guys tomorrow. I'll let you guys know on Discord, so come visit my Discord if you guys have any questions. If not, that's all. Bye-bye! 안녕. See you.
They just S tier. I make GG. I make GG.